once again for another Let's Krok About It session. Today we have Dr. Sofocleous from Memorial Sloan Kettering, who's going to share the knowledge that comes from his paper entitled Systemic Immunological Changes After Yttrium-90 Radioembolization and Pilot Prospective Observational Study, Clinical Insights. So Dr. Sofocleous, what was the idea behind assessing systemic immunological changes after Y90 radioembolization?
The idea behind it was indeed to evaluate whether a stimulus, a treatment such as yttrium-90 radioembolization, not unlike radiotherapy or surgery or ablation for that matter, could instigate an immune response into the environment of the tumor that we could detect objectively with biopsies and correlate with peripheral cytokines and see whether there is indeed a change or a signal that would indicate that maybe we can transform colorectal liver metastases that in general are not responding in large numbers to available immunotherapies that we have today. Could we turn that population to a more sensitive, to a more fragile population that could do that?
What changes did you notice in the immune system after radioembolization immediately, and what 6 weeks later, and how do you interpret these changes?
So the interpretation was very hard because the number of the patients, as you see, it's pretty small. And in order to see the changes, we had to get involved with a specialist in immunotherapy and immune responses. One of the co-authors here is Dr. Benoit Rousseau, that we went over all the findings, we reviewed the slides, we reviewed the changes, and what we really evaluated and we consider as a positive signal was subset of CD4 populations and other peripheral cytokines that indicate that there is an initial signal that worth further investigation.
For the sensitive population of metastatic colorectal cancer, as you mentioned, there's not much we can offer. Do you think that the combination of radioembolization and immunotherapy in the future might offer a significant benefit? What comes out of your paper?
The paper does not answer that. I think that's a question that require probably another 30 papers from many of us. But the general colorectal liver metastasis is not responsive to immunotherapy. Only a subset, which is about 5 to 8%, depending on what you are looking, is what is called MSI high or microsite instability, which means that the cells are sensitive, they're unstable environment, and those respond to immunotherapy. And as a matter of fact, there was a paper from Memorial where they used immunotherapy instead of resection and radiotherapy for locally advanced colorectal cancer with complete 100% response in that population. The majority, which is over 90%, doesn't have those signals, doesn't have the instability. They're microsite stable. So those is what we're looking. Can we make those majority cells, those majority colorectal liver metastases, unstable and responsive to immunotherapy by giving them a treatment like this?
That's a very important message for oncologic patients. Thank you very much for sharing your excellent scientific paper in CVIR. I am pretty sure that the readership will benefit for that, and we're looking forward to receiving more work from you. Thank you very so much.
Thank you, Milto. Thank you, Circe, for this initiative, and thank you, CVIR, for publishing the paper.